probably heard.
So this is mega lag. I think he's blown up off this video. I think when I put this in here, he was like, wasn't he like half the size? This has been like a wildly successful project. Legal Eagle is now suing. This is like the Scott Schaefer this year. I remember the Scott Schaefer showed up, did established titles, and then kind of just moved into different content. I think he said he makes content for like old men now, talking about like finances and I don't know about finances, but he said his demographic is like way older, like they're 50s and 60s now for the people watching him. And then Legal Eagle, post this video, has decided to file a lawsuit against Honey. And I saw one of the critical posts about how this whole thing has been handled is that it seems like only YouTubers care now. Like, this is not my words, this is what other people are saying. YouTubers really only care because they're eating shit on this one. And I don't know if that's the case, we'll see. But to be honest, it's probably true.
About Honey. You know, the browser extension that saves you money.
And again, it's super easy in hindsight to turn around and be like, hey guys, isn't it crazy that the browser extension that all you need to do is install it for free just suddenly finds ways to save you money? How could they possibly make money? That doesn't make any sense. I mean, yeah, sure. The most of these people, when they do these sponsorships, just look and go, oh, this is an established brand. They've worked with X content creator. Therefore, they're probably on the up and up, I imagine. And that's probably it. I think that like the main thing that you should take away from a YouTube sponsorship is that most of these people are seeing this product for the first time within like the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks. They might have gotten a trial. They might not have gotten a trial. They're doing this for money. This entire thing is done for money because they specifically want to profit off of what the sponsor is giving you. Now, if they promote a VPN, let's say they promote ExpressVPN, the person who's promoting that sponsorship has not tried Nord, has not tried Surfshark, has not tried, they have not gone through and tested 5 VPNs and come to the conclusion that ExpressVPN is the best. ExpressVPN offered to pay them the most, so they're doing a commercial on their YouTube channel. The quicker you understand that, the quicker that it's easier to navigate these sponsorships. If influencers are promoting sponsorships, most of them view them as commercials, and the only time that they ever say that they don't is when they're pressed and fighting about it. Now, there are, there are much more, I guess, scammy things going on with influencer products, intentionally or unintentionally, because most of them don't know how to make products and then fall for pitfalls and stuff. Like whenever an influencer's approach to do anything crypto related, it's probably a scam either on their end or on the person who's like taking advantage of them and taking advantage of their audience to like promote a crypto scam. I guess what I'm saying is use discretion when you're purchasing products, like ever at all. Okay, I just blew myself up. Holy shit. Use discretion when you're purchasing things. Like, don't just buy Raycon earbuds because somebody's promoted them. As someone who takes sponsors on my channel, it's extremely stupid to just buy things because somebody said so. Dappy want mint mint for my Hawk Tua. I agree. Yeah, true.
Do you have Honey installed?
What's Honey?
Oh, no.
Honey.
Honey is a free browser extension.
Free browser extension.
Free browser extension.
Free browser extension.
That automatically applies coupon codes when you check out online.
Free money, basically.
It's literally free money.
But it gets worse. Honey hasn't just been scamming you, the consumer, they've also been stealing money from influencers, including the very ones they paid to promote their product. And I'm not just talking.
Now, people are saying the only reason that there's such a fucking hard response to the Honey thing in particular is because it's affecting YouTubers specifically. Like, YouTubers are the victim of this scam in some capacity, but other people have correctly pointed out that YouTubers can't just sue over scams unless they themselves are the victim of said scam. It would be up to other entities to do so.
Talking about a few bucks here.
Honestly, BetterHelp is a time bomb. No, I doubt it. I legitimately don't think there's ever going to be a massive public controversy for BetterHelp. Funny enough, I think a really good pushback for BetterHelp will happen if and when people start getting tired of, I guess, American healthcare and why people would feel the need to go to a third-party entity to talk to a random person online and not have any access to that with insurance and I don't know, whatever.
I believe the scam has likely cost content creators millions of dollars. Sound crazy? Well, I didn't believe it at first either, until I experienced it myself firsthand. In fact, I'm confident this might just be the biggest influencer scam of all
See Healthy Gamer? Oh yeah.
time, which is insane considering Honey is owned and run by PayPal, who purchased this company
I forgot it was a PayPal company.
for $4 billion. This 3-part series is the result of a multi-year investigation where I believe I've uncovered signs of.
Do you think anybody's gonna boycott PayPal? Of course not, but like, could you imagine if people start doing like a PayPal boycott over fucking Honey? I would not participate, bro. I use PayPal too much.
Advertising fraud, affiliate fraud, the illegal collection of personal data, deception, lies, coercion, extortion, the list goes on. I've reviewed hundreds of
Well,
documents.
someone's getting sued. I'm glad to hear it's Honey, but just based off of that, somebody's getting sued.
Adverts, sponsorships. I've reviewed emails between Honey and merchants, interviewed victims. Believe me, this runs deep. Now, I want to be clear. The views, allegations, and conclusions...
Xander Hall swears PayPal. Use it as your bank account. Xander Hall. If you guys don't know, Xander Hall used his PayPal as a bank account. So when his fucking account got hacked, they spent his entire life savings on fucking loot boxes and Fortnite skins or something. If they used code DeOrio, that would be insane.
expressed in the series are my opinions, based on evidence I have gathered, which will be shared throughout. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Honey Trap.
Dude, the honey trap. I feel like he missed a massive fucking thing calling it a honey pot. This is the honey pot. Wouldn't that be funnier? Wouldn't that be, like, cooler? Video's ruined. It sucks. It sucks. I hate this video. Didn't call it a honey pot. L. No riz. Yeah, but it wasn't a honey pot, though? I guess. But, I mean, it's obviously a play on words.
Now I know what you're thinking. It's a free browser extension. How bad could it be? Well, trust me, it's far more sinister than you might think. You know what they say, if a product's free, it's likely you're the product. And as you'll find out later in this investigation, that
Wait, you're saying the free browser extension sells my data? Okay, I need to stop. I'm not, like... All right, whatever.
remains true.
I think that's kind of an expectation that if you're using... Like, would you be surprised to find out that, like, an ad blocker is selling your data or something? I guess you should be. I mean, you reasonably should be. They should be disclosing stuff like that. But the honest truth is that, like, if you're online at all, your data is already long gone. It's already been sold by some company. You're already in 60 different data breaches. People don't care about your data. People only get scared when they find out about it, but it turns out their data was long since sold, like, 7 years ago.
For PayPal Honey. Now, like most people, I too fell for the lies. I mean,
Everything spies on you all the time. Yeah, like, I mean, I bought all this Alexa shit knowing that they're, like, listening to me, dude. The NSA is listening to me, the New World Order. My whole house is a smart house now. Everything is connected with Alexa. I have no privacy.
what's not to love about a free browser extension that saves you money? It's a compelling product, and with the endorsement from what feels like every single popular influencer on YouTube, it's no wonder millions of people downloaded it. Ironically, the very influencers promoting Honey seemingly had no idea the company was quietly picking money out of their very...
True, it should be called out. We shouldn't accept it. No, I agree with you. I fully agree with you that it shouldn't be the norm. I just think that it is the norm. And I think that the takeaway here not only should be fuck Honey, but it should also be like, hey, you guys should really start to consider monitoring tools of some kind. Listen, I use Aura, and I have a link to that one, but no, I'm just being a dick. No, you really should start to like be a bit more aware of your online presence and stuff, and what things you're giving access to sensitive data. Not only should it be fuck Honey, it should also be like a big wake-up call, because you're probably already compromised, so you should try to minimize that risk. Nothing says internet security quite like, I've been doxxed, what do I do? When you become a new YouTuber. Oh, Joville! Thank you!
No.
Thank
Did
you
your
so
girlfriend
much
use
for
a strap
supporting
on
the
and give you
goal!
monkeypox? No. What?
I appreciate it.
I heard
Yeah.
you're into some BDSM shit, so I'm just wondering if that's how you got it. Why are you still here?
Thank you.
For the goal.
Appreciate it, Joville. But yeah, so like I do think that like every single time a YouTuber reaches out to me, they go, "I've been doxxed. What do I do?" It just starts this this entire like, holy shit! I need to download this app. I need to delete these tweets. I need to remove this account. I need to get authentication apps and stuff. And it's like right now, you as the viewer, the most important thing you should do with your data is secure your accounts. And I'm not giving you a website or some kind of thing to pay money on to do it. What you should be doing is you should be getting your two-factor off your cell phone on every single account you could possibly do. Put it on an authentication app that is exclusively done with a physical backup. Have your device, your fucking people's devices around you, and then have a physical backup device that's not done through the cloud so that you can get these authentication keys pushed to you. And remove all of that shit from cell phones and stuff. No SIM swapping, no weird exploits. The biggest thing I can tell you to secure your situation, secure your data, secure your accounts, is move your shit to like physical backout, zero cloud authentication apps. It is the best way. It's the best first step before you get to Ox or after. What is your Aura code? I don't know. It'll be in a video this month. They're actually, I'm doing full disclosure, I'm doing an Aura thing this month, but I wasn't really promoting them in that blurb. I think even more importantly, even more than having a website that does it for you, I think that you should push to use authentication apps. I've been converting my whole family to this because after all my shit got leaked and my cell phone and all this stuff got leaked, it was a much easier transition the second time around.
Own pockets. Well, at least one of them realized, but we'll get to that later. So let me show you how Honey's been stealing money from influencers. So let's say you're watching a video on YouTube. If you're into tech like me, maybe you're watching a Linus Tech Tips video. Linus tells you about this free browser extension that saves you money online. You install it in 2 clicks and boom,
Damn it.
you have Honey. Perfect timing because it just so happened.
Now, I think Linus Tech Tips is more involved with this. Am I wrong there? Because he's done several responses so far, and I'm not super sure how compromised Linus is for this. Because I've been seeing him get it's like, oh, I don't know if we should go after every YouTuber who ever used it, but fuck Linus though.
You're looking to buy a new CPU for your computer. You come across
Isn't Linus the millionaire guy? I mean, he is a millionaire probably.
another
They addressed it last night. I thought they addressed it a week ago or something.
Linus Tech Tips video, and after watching, you're convinced you should buy the one recommended in his video.
Maybe, I saw a stream highlight. Did they do a sit-down video?
So you scroll down and find Linus's affiliate link
you for the
to that
5 gifted.
product. Now, for those of you who don't know, when you click an affiliate link and buy something, the influencer who promoted the product
You know, it's crazy. I've never set up affiliate links. You know what community has tons of affiliate links? The Arcade 1-Up community. And I learned a crazy story about affiliate links, and you should know this when you go to click them. When you buy something off of somebody's affiliate link, it will tell the person what you bought.
Is this really lolly?
This is really important. They won't know who you are, but they'll know someone used your affiliate link. And if you go to buy, like in the Arcade 1-Up community, a guy named P-Dubs put up his thing saying, hey, if you want to buy this Street Fighter cabinet, you can use my affiliate link down below. And then this guy bought it, and I guess he had a cart already. So he bought like an arcade cabinet,
Is this really
3
lolly?
dildos, and some lube. And then when P-Dubs went to go check and see what percentage of money he was getting, he gets the whole cart. So he was getting percentages off of dildos and lube. Yeah, it was telling him some guy bought an arcade machine and then bought a bunch of shit to sodomize himself with.
earns a commission for referring you to that store. So you add the product to your cart, get to the checkout page, and hello, Honey says they found you 10 coupon codes.
It's crazy how many times we've got to it. We've had multiple references to the home arcade community this past month.
Tweet. You click apply discounts and
What website can you buy all those together? Amazon. I'm pretty sure it was on Amazon. He bought,
Honey-
I'm pretty sure it was dildos, but it was definitely lube, and I know that it was like some sex toys and stuff. I'm pretty sure it was dildos.
gets to work. But unfortunately, none of the coupon codes worked. Doesn't matter though, because as Honey has promised us for years, that means we know we've got the best deal. So you complete your purchase, you're happy, your new CPU's on the way, Linus
Oh, let me guess. There were codes to use, but they prioritized using their own code. So they gave you their own code instead, right?
is happy, he's getting his commission,
Or they didn't give you a code. They just applied their code anyway, and there wasn't a best deal.
everyone's happy, right? Well, let's quickly rewind and see what was happening behind the scenes. You see, after clicking Linus's affiliate link, you'll notice in the URL, there's a tracking tag labeled short circuit. That's a reference to one of Linus's YouTube channels.
Yes.
And this tracking tag is how Newegg knows who to pay a commission to. We can also see that this tracking tag has been saved on my browser in the form of a cookie that will expire in 30 days. That
Oh, wait, it stays there. It's not just the purchase, it's there for 30 days?
way, if we only decide to complete the purchase a few days later, Linus will still be credited the sale. It's kind of like when you're at a department store buying a TV and the salesman who helped you gives you a referral card or a receipt with their name on it, so when you eventually get to the checkout counter, the clerk knows which salesman to.
Yeah, when I was buying my car, they wanted me to. So Tesla does it in different ways. They don't have traditional car purchasing stuff, but the woman who helped me the first time I was there was really nice, so I wanted her to get the commission on the sale. because I thought that was how it worked. Apparently it's not how it worked. And they just like kind of assign you some random person to send you text messages and stuff. So I was trying to make sure that first person got my commission, and that just wasn't how it worked.
What the sale to. You can think of affiliate cookies as a digital version of that. So what happened when we got to the checkout page? Well, once Honey popped up, watch what happened to Linus's affiliate cookie after we clicked apply discounts. You see that? Honey came in, removed Linus's affiliate cookie, and replaced it with their own, claiming credit for the sale and pocketing the
Come on, Verse, you fucking knew about that.
commission money
Don't get surprised now.
for themselves.
You have the Bo Black's car. I'll have you know I paid significantly less for a better car than Bo Black's, okay? He bought it at the peak of its fucking money, all right? I am not going on the Tesla rant. I'm not crashing out today.
Yeah. Now, if we quickly go back again, we can see what's causing this to happen. After clicking apply discounts, what you'll notice is that in the top left corner of your browser, Honey discreetly opens.
Does that sound automatic every single time you say massive? Wait, what do you mean when massive?
And you know what else is massive?
Okay. Yeah, that is really shady.
Again, we can see what's causing this to happen. After clicking apply discounts, what you'll notice is that in the top left corner of your browser, Honey discreetly opens a.
Did you spend half your savings on it? I literally think the pinball machines were cheaper than were more money than the car. You guys have no idea. Like the fucking New York EV savings, I think I saved like $10,000. Plus I had a referral code which saved like another $1,000. Yeah, I mean, and I didn't go ahead and get like the fucking the pro model that had like staggered tires or whatever. I mean, you definitely can spend a lot of money, but these are way more affordable now than anybody realizes.
A small new tab, which acts like a simulated referral click, as if they were the ones to refer you to the website, even though you're already on the website and at the checkout page. Once that page is finished loading and has stuffed PayPal's affiliate cookie, the tab automatically closes, leaving you blissfully unaware that anything ever happened.
Oh,
it's very
triple.
sneaky. Now, when I first discovered this was happening, I thought, there's no way. Why would all these high-profile influencers be promoting a company that is actively poaching their affiliate commissions? It didn't make any sense. So to make sure I wasn't going crazy, I went on a Honey testing spree, clicking one affiliate link after another.
Yo! Sleep paralysis gremlin, you're crazy!
No. Did your girlfriend use a strap-on and give you
Thank you,
monkeypox?
thank you.
No. What?
I heard you're into some BDSM shit, so I'm just wondering if that's how you got it.
And it kept happening. But even after all those tests, I scoured the internet to see if anyone was talking about.
I mean, this is extremely shady. My question, again, this is hindsight Nick talking here. How the fuck did nobody realize this? Seriously, nobody realized they were getting tracked this whole time? This guy got like the holy grail of video topics for this.
And found
Like their shit was staying for 30 days and what? All right, first, you guys need to. Bro, I gotta play the clock more often.
Do you have monkeypox?
No.
Did your girlfriend use a strap-on and give you monkeypox?
No. What?
I heard you're into some BDSM shit, so I'm just wondering if that's how you got it. Why are you still here?
Massive.
And you know what else is massive?
Load paper fade. Markiplier was onto it, but it's just clever that it didn't raise any flags. Again, it's just the beginning. Yeah, you guys are sick.
Found nothing. Okay, there was this one debate about it on the Y Combinator forum, but nothing concrete. Besides that, virtually nobody was talking about this, adding fuel to my doubt. So I figured, screw it. I'll reach out to Honey and ask them directly. And
here's the thing. This is why you don't just go with what everybody else is saying. And I don't mean that from the perspective of just taking a sponsorship just because, oh, I've seen Linus Tech Tips do it, and Marquez Brownlee do it, and PewDiePie do it. Well, that is a good narrative if you don't want to get in trouble, right? Like, oh, how the fuck is someone going to single me out? Every massive YouTuber has already done this fucking sponsorship. So they would have to condemn themselves, and they're not going to condemn themselves to condemn me. So I'll probably make it out okay. Right? If that's the narrative you want to go through, that's totally fine. But like when you're an investigator, Don't just go, oh, well, if honey was a fucking scam, we would have already found out by now. Because that's how you miss great videos. That's how you miss, like, really good exposés, is just assuming that everybody else is intelligent. They're not, okay? And even if they are intelligent, that doesn't mean they've caught every single thing. There's plenty to talk about on YouTube. That's why when people are like, oh, drama's oversaturated. Oh, there's nothing to talk about right now. Oh, I have no idea what I could be covering right now. It's just laziness, all right? Go out there and find a new subject. Go out and find some new content. Go out and create content that we could all mooch off of, you know?
Sure enough, they came back to me with the following. If Honey is activated and is the last program used while shopping on a site, it is likely Honey will receive credit for the purchase. I was right, and just like that, my investigation into Honey began. Now, some might consider what PayPal's doing here dirty or highly unethical, but personally, I can't see how it's anything short of fraud. I mean, just imagine something like this happening in a real-world scenario. Let's say you're at a department store looking to buy a new TV. A salesman spends time running you through your options. You decide to buy, he gives you his referral card, you get to the checkout, and right as you're about to pay, a sleazy salesman pops up going, "Hey, shall I check if I have any coupon codes for you?" Naturally, you say sure. He snatches your referral card without you ever noticing, looks for coupons, says sorry.
Yeah, I mean, so I don't know how much the viewers are going to care about this. Spoiler alert, I guess they do. But yeah, this really does fuck over the YouTuber. It's like, I'm going to promote this, Short Circuit's going to promote it. I don't know if Short Circuit's the right one, because I don't know how close Linus is. But they're promoting it, and then Honey grabs their shit and removes their referral code to collect the money on those YouTubers' behalf. So they definitely have an argument. But as the
Sorry,
viewer,
Nick,
if you're
I
still...
missed that. How big of a scam is Honey again?
It's massive.
And you know what else is massive?
Okay. But like, yeah, I mean, I don't know how much the average viewer would care if they still make the same, if they're still saving the same amount of money. I don't know, chat. Here, I'm gonna put a poll up. Tell me right now, if you are currently using a browser extension like this, or if you're going to use a, I almost just accidentally reset the goal. Here, start poll. Would you care if a creator you wanted to support, would you care if you save the same money, but the creator you intended to support got nothing? Yes, no. I'm interested to see what you guys think. Because obviously, as a YouTuber, my opinion of this is clearly going to be significantly more harsh, as I'd be the one getting fucked over in this case. But, like, I mean, if it happens on Starforge, those are pretty big commissions to be taken away by Honey, you know? I don't think it's not a big percentage, but you're buying a highly priced item. So, that could happen to me. 64% says yes, 36% says, nah, I don't really give a fuck. Which I think that there's a percentage of the audience who's going to be in that camp.
No luck this time, but instead of handing back the original referral card, he hands back his own. PayPal didn't refer the customer to the store.
Well, it gets way worse. I'm sure, yeah, I know. I'm just talking about, like, I'm taking it beat by beat. I understand a lot of people got to this before me.
They didn't promote any of the products, the salesman did that. PayPal provided absolutely zero value to the customer, yet they were rewarded for the sale. But because this is all happening online, buried behind clicks and cookies and tracking data, there's little...
Never trust... Oh, it's gonna read it.
Thank you. Monkeypox?
No.
Did your girlfriend use a strap-on and give you monkeypox?
No. What?
Oh, you guys are
BDSM
mad
shit,
tonight.
So I'm just wondering
This
if
is
that's how you
insane.
Okay.
Why are you still here?
Never trusted Honey or other content creator-based services that I can't physically hold. Here's $100 I saved by not shopping with Honey to help with the oncoming Troon Black's arc.
Thank you. Yeah, somebody asked me, they go, Nick, how much have you actually used these products or whatever? Things that you've been sponsored by, things that you haven't been sponsored by. And I kind of went through the whole list. It's like, well, Nick promotes a fucking expensive PC company. It's like, well, yeah, but I also bought the most expensive thing on their site. And I've been using it as my daily driver, and I'm streaming off of it. Unironically, I probably have used a Starforge PC more than I've used any product I've ever discussed ever. So it's probably your safest bet if you don't want to build your own. I still think you should build your own instead of coming to use my code or whatever. But I mean, I recommend them over Meta PCs and shit. what's it called? I think you know the biggest sponsor that I would be shilling, but it would be a zero shill maneuver. I must have spent so much money with Displate. Okay? Now, I'll be the first to tell you, if you get a Displate, you're going to want to buy extra magnets because the one magnet that they give you isn't enough to keep it from falling. 2 is usually the good number. And also, it might, if you have shitty paint on your walls, it could totally just rip the paint off the wall when you go to remove the magnet. So you have to be careful. You have to remove it correctly. But that being said, I own like 20 Displates, and I've used code Wavy, I've used tons of different codes, but for a unique use case that I had, where I wanted to put like, you know, things on a concrete wall, where I didn't really want to fucking hammer into into a concrete wall or something like that to try to like put up a frame to hang a picture or something. I thought Displates for the utility they put out were pretty good. You could buy a ton of different shit. Now, is there probably a bunch of AI garbage flop or whatever, or unethical content on that site pulled from fucking sources that aren't supposed to be there or not copyrighted or whatever? Yeah, sure, 100%. I don't really give a fuck though, to be honest. I bought it so I could have Breaking Bad shit on my walls, or to have hockey players on my walls, or to have a Jaws poster. I've never actually been sponsored by Displate, but I can't say enough positive stuff about their company. One time they sent me a fucked up one that was all crushed on the sides because it comes from overseas, obviously, right? This is probably very cheap to make. But I complained, again, I'm not a sponsored creator. They just sent me entirely new ones, let me keep the old ones. I use them for other shit. They're fantastic. Another one I was sponsored by is Manscaped. Now, I'm sure there are cheaper razors, but I asked for the beard trimmer as like, because it was either that or the ball shaver or whatever, like the Manscaped lawnmower. And I was like, yeah, this is a cool thing. I'm promoting something. My family knows what this is, so they're all showing their friends and stuff that like I'm promoting Manscaped, because they could be like, wow, look, holy shit, fucking my kid's got like a random sponsorship or whatever. It turns out this is my daily driver now. I literally shave my face like every morning with a Manscaped shaver. It's replaced all the other shavers in my house. Now, it was free. It was sent to me. It was done for a product shell, but I mean, I use the Manscaped shaver every fucking day. And if mine ever breaks, I would probably buy another Manscaped shaver. For you don't like it, Verge? I mean, that's totally fine. Mileage may vary, but it's what I use. I'm looking to buy a Ridge wallet. I've never been sponsored by Ridge. I've heard they're not really good for metal cards. They can scrape and they're not super convenient, but I don't carry cash. I've got like 5 cards that I need when I go around. And I'm looking for that whole minimalist metal wallet thing. Again, like I don't have a car key anymore. I don't carry keys. I carry my phone and my watch and then a wallet. So just like a little metal wallet that I could stick in my pocket seems to be the way to go for me. So I'll probably buy a Ridge wallet in the near future. Aura I use a lot, not just because I'm being paid by them this month. I don't know if I use it a lot. I get reports when my shit shows up on the dark web, which is very useful to me as a YouTuber. I'm not sure if that really fits your use case, but it might. You're online, who knows? Like whenever I'm in a data breach or something, it pings me. Whenever there's weird shit with my credit, it pings me. So I use that. I've never done a VPN sponsorship, and I could totally do one in the future. It might be Nord, it might be Express, it might be Surfshark, but I've personally for 2 years have used ExpressVPN. I use John Swan's code, and I've never canceled it. It's been on my computer. Anytime I feel like somebody's fucking hitting me offline or something, which hasn't happened in a while, I'll click into the VPN or whatever. I'll pop that on. I've got it on my phones and stuff. I use Express personally. Now, I'm open to using other ones. I might try another one in the future, but I like ExpressVPN. But my point is, there are YouTube products that I use in my daily life that I've never even been paid to use. Basically anything but a mobile game. Again, I've used DraftKings. I've lost money on DraftKings before. Never been sponsored by them. Turned them down twice in the last 3 months. I've never used BetterHelp because I'm a mental giant, okay? No depression, chat. And even if I did, there'd be absolutely no way I'd go to BetterHelp for it. Morgan & Morgan for my DUI. If I ever get a DUI, I'm going to Morgan & Morgan. I don't even know if they specialize in. I thought it was personal claims injury lawsuits, but fuck it. You know, I would put my money where my mouth is. I'm going to do Morgan & Morgan. Yeah.
Transparency that this is ever happening. Okay, but what if Honey had...
When, true. Slow mode is a disease. Should I limit slow mode? I have slow mode because I'll turn it off, and then I'll get like somebody's docs spammed in my chat, and it's way easier to kill it if I don't let that happen. But I might have overdone it. Minimum subscribe time 1 minute. Dude, there's no way you're getting mad over 4-second slow mode. Come on, it's 4 seconds. If I put it on 2, the chat's just gonna move faster. I have to nerf my chat because it moves too fast and I can't read it. I put it on 2. Let's see what happens. It's already going faster. All right, back to the video.
Found a working coupon code. Would that make it okay for them to claim the commission? Honestly, no, I don't think so. The fact
Dude. Somebody told me one time, your chat's moving really slow, Nick. What's going on? And I'm like, yeah, I literally nerf it. This is too fast.
remains that Honey didn't refer the customer to the store, nor did they promote the product. Look, don't get me wrong, I'm a consumer myself. Saving money matters, especially when money's tight. But this scam doesn't just affect wealthy influencers. There are hundreds of thousands of small creators, bloggers, artists who rely on affiliate commissions to support their craft. Sure, you could argue that Honey may have convinced the consumer to complete the purchase by providing a discount. But let's be real, if you're already at the checkout with your items in your cart...
Oh, I'll be a fucking complete asshole here. If I go to Honey to get a discount and they give me a discount that's lower than the discount that I was already getting from somebody else, I'm happy to not give that person commission. I wouldn't care. 64% of the chat says they care if it's the same amount, but if I'm saving more money with Honey, I wouldn't care at all. Personally, because I would just be looking for the best deal. I also have never downloaded Honey, so.
Already have a high intent to purchase. And again, this would never fly in a real life sales environment. No department store is going to allow a salesman to hang out at the checkout counter, casually handing out coupons.
You're a giant horizontally. Bro, you literally just missed the golden opportunity to say that I was massive.
And you know what else is massive?
Coupon codes while simultaneously stealing commissions from the other sales reps. So why are we allowing a corporate giant like PayPal to do it on the internet? Now, believe it or not, this first example I just showed you with Linus is just one of 3 scenarios in which Honey poaches affiliate commissions, and the next scenarios are even worse. But before I show you how bad scenario 2 is, it's important you understand the fundamental system Honey is exploiting. You see, in affiliate marketing, there's this thing called last click attribution, which basically means
I'm not
last
familiar
click
with
wins. For example, you might click on a shoe blogger's affiliate link for a pair of Nikes, but you don't buy
Oh, okay, so this is literally, never mind, this is exactly what we were talking about before.
right away. Later, you click on a YouTuber's link for the same shoes and complete the purchase. In this scenario, the YouTuber gets the
Well, yeah, it would be I assume it would be the last click.
commission and the blogger
And then the last click for this is always Honey. So Honey always gets the commission.
gets nothing. There are other models like first click, where the blogger would win the commission, or dynamic click, where the commission is shared. But the industry went with last click because while it's not always the fairest, it's the easiest to implement. Therefore, it became the industry standard. Now, when it's blogger versus YouTuber for a sale, honestly,
Chat, can you do me a favor? I'm asking you, all right? Can somebody get a clip of John Swan going like, "It's massive, bro," and make the meme? You know exactly what I want. Can somebody make that? Where they get the clip of John talking in the call about like a massive cock or something, and then just do it. Just create it. I would love you guys forever if you did that.
I'd say last click is usually fair. But when it's anyone versus Honey, there's no real competition. Honey pops up right at the end of your purchasing journey, virtually guaranteeing they'll win that last click. They of course know this and do anything they can to get that last click, even when there's no coupon codes to offer. Which brings us to scenario 2. Honey Gold, which is now called PayPal Rewards. Here's how it works.
Oh, wait, I didn't even know there was a paid track for Honey.
When you get to the checkout and Honey Gold
It's way more scammy if there's a paid track and they don't disclose this stuff.
is available, Honey pops up and is essentially saying, "Hey you, consumer, click this button here so PayPal can claim the commission for the sale, and we'll share a portion of that commission money with you in the form of points." It's basically a lame cashback scheme. And it's genius because if there are no coupons to offer, but the store is participating in Honey Gold, it gives Honey another reason to get that last click. How can YouTubers, bloggers, or any other type of affiliate fairly compete against this type of mechanism? Of course,
It's a two-hander.
the consumer's gonna click, and of course, they're going to win the sale. Now this got me thinking, how much of their commission are they actually sharing with users? Well, to find out, I decided to put Honey Gold to the test. So I looked for any website
If the creator received their payments for their... I don't know how to read it again. Let's
Weasley
read it.
fuck.
But thank you, Verse. Here we go. It'll read it now.
If the creator received their payment for their segment, but they don't even show you the higher % discounts that are active to maintain profit for the brand. Also, your 4 seconds Mr. Lips is bugged. It never lets me type for more than a minute.
Wait, really? That's weird.
Where Honey Gold was offered and found it on NordVPN. And no, this is not a sneaky sponsorship. So I signed up for NordVPN's affiliate program, which offers 40% commission on successful referrals. After getting approved into the program, I received a custom affiliate link for my YouTube channel. Using this link, I made 2 separate purchases. For the first, I activated Honey Gold, and sure enough, you can see my affiliate cookie was replaced with Honey's. And for the second, I didn't activate Honey Gold. As expected, I was awarded a $35 commission for the sale where
Yeah. That's
Honey Gold wasn't activated, and received nothing when Honey Gold was activated.
Well, isn't the whole point of the Honey Gold thing... Are they like clear about that, or is that him just explaining how it works, where we're getting a percentage of the affiliate commissions? Because obviously they're not just creating like free money. But again, no, that's not really fair because they're charging you what, like a membership amount of money, right? Like the expectation is that you're going to make more than the membership gives you, and usually the scheme there would be that some people won't end up making as much as the membership costs. So that would be where the money would come from, I guess. Otherwise, the company would just lose money. I don't know. It depends on how transparent these are.
For the first time, I experienced Honey poaching my own affiliate commission. So how much of my stolen $35 commission did PayPal share as cash back with my Honey account, aka the consumer?
$4?
Brace yourselves, 89 points, which is equivalent to 89 cents.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, they're robbing you. That's crazy.
USD. That's right.
Yeah, now I get why the YouTubers are so fucking mad. Holy shit.
Honey poached a $35 commission for doing nothing and rewarded me a grand total of 89 cents. Thanks, PayPal. You really shouldn't have. No, seriously, you really shouldn't have. Now, on to scenario 3. For you ladies out there, let's say you're looking for a new outfit. Your favorite influencer tries on something that slays, you click on their affiliate link and get to the checkout. But in this scenario, Honey knows it has nothing to offer. No coupon codes, no Honey Gold, yet it still pops up to
Because now it'll just take the money anyway. Yeah, I got it.
announce
We're watching Legal Eagle next.
absolutely nothing. Annoying as fuck. Naturally, you click the got it button to get rid of the annoying
And the got it button is what changes it? Is that...
dancing coin, and whoa, what's that?
Oh,
PayPal
yeah, that's fucking crazy.
takes the sale. Why? Because fuck you, Mary, that's your commission. But wait, there's more. My personal favorite is when Honey
Wow. Yeah, they put a pop-up that's completely not disclosing what they're doing.
has nothing to offer,
That's fucking nuclear.
so pops up offering you to check out with PayPal, even though the option is already available at the checkout page. And of course, if you click
This is like the kind of shit, like the kind of scammy ads that you'll see when they're trying to install a virus on your computer, where it's like a second download button on a fucking music downloader site. That's what it reminds me of, at least. I don't know if it's that bad, but that's the vibe I get off of this, when they put like a second download scam as an ad window that like sends you to malware.
the checkout button, PayPal poaches the sale. Classy. As I was saying, Honey uses any excuse possible to get that last click from the user. It's absolutely disgusting. I can't even begin to fathom how much money has been lost at the hands of this browser extension. Imagine being the influencers who promoted Honey, telling your audience, who by the way are the most likely to use your affiliate links, to download an app that poaches your affiliate sales. It's crazy. Now, to be clear, not every influencer who promoted Honey engages in affiliate marketing, so those who don't are obviously unaffected. But did any of the influencers who are engaging in affiliate marketing ever catch on to what Honey's been doing? Well, it turns out yes, at least one of them did. Linus Tech Tips,
Oh, so Linus is the good guy.
who have been promoting Honey since 2017. So here's how I found this out. You see, one day I was browsing Linus's forum to see if anyone had raised a red flag about Honey. And sure enough, back in 2020, someone sounded the alarm, but it was ultimately ignored. However, in 2022, a different user noticed that LMG were no longer promoting Honey and asked
Alright, there we go, Linus. Good
the
shit.
team if they had been dropped as a sponsor, to which one of Linus's employees responded with, "We ended the partnership with Honey due to the way their service interacted with affiliate links."
Hey, there we go.
Essentially, if someone clicked on an affiliate link and then they use Honey and search for a deal, Honey will override that tracking link even if they don't find you a deal. That didn't jive with us, so we ended the partnership. Okay, so they had no idea this was happening, and it took them several years to catch on. That's quite telling, because we're talking about a tech-savvy YouTuber.
I mean, sure, he never said anything, but he didn't. Yeah, it's pretty clear he didn't want to work with them because it was hurting their own money, probably. But
YouTube channel that's run by a very large
right.
team. The fact that it took them several years to figure this out, in my opinion, really underscores the deceptive nature with which Honey operates.
I agree.
If Linus and his team didn't know, I can't imagine many other influencers would have known either. Now, I have to say, as a longtime viewer and supporter of
is
Linus,
that all? Is that the only Linus thing? Like, that's the worst thing Linus did, is just not make a video exposing them?
this channel, I'm incredibly disappointed they weren't
I mean, like, it's obvious it was a self-serving reason why he dropped them, but did he do anything else?
public with this discovery. I get this specific issue doesn't directly affect their viewers, but surely they must have realized the wider impact this could be having on the creator community, a community they're a part of. I think that matters. And it's not—
But you also have to... So, here's the thing. Linus probably could have talked sooner, but you have to ask, like, is it worth potentially putting other sponsorships in jeopardy to attack sponsors? You have to imagine it's not like a good look to go out and publicly assassinate a sponsor. But I guess the alternative to that is Linus has, like, publicly assassinated sponsors for less, right? Like, he literally... Remember the Aura ring? Not Aura that I promote. There's, like, an Aura ring that he put up a video, and they got mad at him because Linus himself fucked up the pronunciation. So he made an entire video bashing the fuck out of their company, saying that he's going to just not fucking work with them in the future because they acted like total assholes over the ring. So it's like, I see why people are mad. I see why there's reasons to not be as mad based off of just the stuff that we've seen so far. But I think that if Linus is willing to go after sponsors that slight him or sponsors that drop him or talk about sponsors in general, then this is probably something that he should have talked about, I guess.
Not as though they only promoted Honey once or twice. They did approximately 160 sponsored segments, all of which remain live on YouTube. Those videos have accumulated around 194 million views.
And like, I'm a regular Linus viewer. I think I watch like 3 or 4 Linus videos a week, going back on some of his older shit that I haven't seen.
According to my data, that makes Linus's company, LMG, the third largest
I own this guy's screwdriver. I use his screwdriver on my pinball machines.
promoter of Honey on YouTube. So yeah, in my opinion, they should have made more noise about this. But what's truly baffling to me is that after LMG ended their partnership with Honey, they then went ahead and partnered with a company called Karma Now, a coupon browser extension that literally engages in similar behavior.
Oh.
Now,
Well—
I did reach out to LMG about this situation, and I'll be honest, their response was not to my satisfaction. They didn't address the majority of my questions, however, they did at least
They probably went glop shito who megalol, and now they're probably fucking going, oh boy, what did we do?
provide some important context
Yeah.
about their dealings with Honey. LMG stated that as soon as these issues with Honey
Oh,
were brought to
geez,
us,
Morty.
we tried to work with them to remedy them. After a few calls, we were informed that they weren't willing to change, so we stopped working with them across all channels. So let me get this straight. One of Honey's biggest
And know
promoters
that new
goes to them
sponsor
and
isn't
says,
the same thing. Well, yeah, so far all we know is they do like a similar thing with the affiliate codes, so who knows?
hey, can you please stop overriding our affiliate links? And Honey effectively goes, nah, not happening. Assuming I've got that correct,
I guess we'll watch Linus's thing too.
and if true, that just goes to show what little regard Honey has not only for content creators, but also their partners. Now, as for LMG's less than ideal response, I did press Linus's team to address the rest of my questions, but never heard back from them. But
Yeah, they probably glup shit who megalol. Like, who the fuck is this guy? He's asking all these fucking questions. Nah, I don't talk to journalists.
it's time to shift gears, because unfortunately, this scam runs much deeper than stolen affiliate commissions. It's time we talk about how Honey used these influencers.
At this point, we're like almost all the way through the video. I want to hear how this affects the end user.
To sell you a complete lie. How they sold you a product that was doing the opposite of what they promised. You see, as I was testing honey across different stores,
This is like the most. I imagine this is the part where you're going to find out the money that you're saving isn't the highest amount of money that you're like supposed to be saving, which is probably the bulk of the complaint for like the average end user. I have to imagine that that's what we're going to see here, because up until this point, 16 minutes of bad stuff affects me more than it affects you. Not that I even use affiliate links, but if I did use it, actually I do use affiliate links, so never mind. It literally affects me more than it affects you so far.
I was encountering a reoccurring issue. When I reached the checkout page, Honey would claim it couldn't find me any coupon codes.
And I could find my own coupon code. Bingo, game, set, match.
Yet when I searched manually, I found working codes with ease.
Yep.
And even when Honey did find me a code, I was often able to...
I didn't pre-watch this. It's just the assumption is that there has to be something more significant based off the way people are talking about it. Because again, I think if it was just attacking YouTubers, I really don't think people would care as much.
Find another code of better value. Kind of strange, given their claim that...
Well, thanks to Honey, manually searching for coupon codes is now a thing of the past.
Oh, isn't that
Another
the guy? Hold on. Isn't that the guy who like drove his car 3,000 miles per hour in a fucking school zone with like a neo-Nazi? Isn't that the fucking guy? No, I'm kidding. I had to have a Hassan moment just now. I'm sorry.
Well, thanks to Honey, manually searching for coupon codes is now a thing of the past.
Another oddity was that Honey would often only find me Honey-branded coupon codes, such as Honey 5 or Honey 10. Why would a store only have Honey-branded coupon codes? Kind of weird, right? But the biggest red flag was that when I tried submitting the better coupon codes I'd found, Honey wasn't adding them to their database. So why not? Well, eventually...
Is it a competitor coupon code?
I figured out what was going on. It turns out...
Dude, could you imagine you created a Honey thing, right? And it would intentionally exclusively blacklist Bo Blacks's, like, all of his affiliate codes. Like, even if Bo Blacks is the only one on the planet who has an affiliate link, because you don't want him to get money, it's put on, like, the global blacklist of codes.
One of the key benefits for stores partnering with Honey is that they are given full control over which coupon codes go live on the platform, if any at all. I discovered this while listening to a podcast produced by Honey, which appears to be aimed at attracting new businesses to joining their platform. In this podcast, an employee from the Australian clothing store, Princess Polly, discusses the benefits of partnering with Honey.
What would you say to any brand that is considered working with Honey but hasn't yet?
I would say missing out on converting customers. Like I said before, Gen Z is super...
Converting customers, all right. Converting your customers to our customers and stealing their fucking affiliate purchases.
discount savvy. You can't ignore the fact that they will hunt for like discount codes and they might find a better deal. With Honey, you can also control the discount code percentage, which means like they will potentially find a higher discount code on the internet. It literally lets you control like the customer journey, convert and control like the discount code percentage as well.
I don't want to be cringe here, but it does kind of sound like they have a have a monopoly on like, and maybe monopoly isn't the right word, but as this thing gets bigger, they kind of decide who gets the fucking money.
So
This
Yeah.
is insane. She's basically saying Honey is great for businesses because it encourages users not to bother hunting for coupon codes, and it allows businesses to control which coupon codes are shared with consumers. Now, I was able to further verify this on Honey's website, specifically the FAQ page for partners, which clearly states, as a partner, you have control over the content hosted on the Honey platform. So yes, even if Honey knows of a coupon code that offers, say, 20% off, but a partnering store tells them, hey, only share a 5% off coupon, then that's the only discount Honey will apply to your cart at the checkout page. I mean, holy...
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, that's bad. No, that's not good.
Holy shit. Honey wasn't finding you the best deals possible. They were
finding like the best deals that were okay. Okay. Oh yeah, that's pretty bad.
actually withholding them from you for their own financial gain. This completely invalidates Honey's core value proposition to consumers.
Hey assholes, why don't you just make a fucking sale or lower the price of your product, you fucking dicks? This is a crazy fucking rabbit hole to fall down.
For years, they sold you the lie that they would find you every working coupon code on the internet and apply the best one to your cart. But nope, complete and utter lie. They have literally been feeding you coupon codes that were approved by the partnered stores who were paying them. And can I just say, the double messaging here
Because
is...
you'll find some coupon. I have to imagine the charitable reason why they don't do that is because then people will post like admin codes, right? Use this code or whatever. But again, maybe it should be a one-time use. But like, imagine if they had like an admin code where it's like 100% off or something, and that accidentally gets logged in the Honey browser extension, and then there's some kind of fucking disaster where they accidentally sell fucking 16 devices for free. I have to imagine there has to be some safeguard in place, but it does kind of sound really shady.
It's hilarious, because on one hand, Honey has appealed to consumers by promising to find the best deals possible. But on the other hand, they appeal to businesses.
It's not a bug, it's a feature. No, I imagine it's on purpose, right?
Claiming that Honey helps prevent consumers from finding the best deals. It's absurd. Now, when you think about it, this all makes complete sense. I mean, why would any online business...
But again, why would the online business give a fuck if it fucks over a company? Like, the company can't sue. It would just be a huge inconvenience. It would change the way that you would do stuff like that. I don't know why they would care.
Pay Honey for sharing their highest value coupon codes with its 20 million users. That's not an appealing partnership whatsoever. So, to make a partnership more attractive, Honey told businesses, hey, if you partner with us and pay us an affiliate commission, we'll let you control which discount codes are shared on.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy. That's absurd.
On our platform. And we'll tell our consumers we scoured the internet and found them the best deal possible. Everybody wins. Just not the consumers or the influencers. With this discovery, I decided to do a thorough audit of Honey's advertising campaigns. And yikes, the ads, the sponsorships, everywhere you look, it's lie after lie. I wouldn't be surprised if this ends up going down as...
I'm just surprised how, like, again, I said this in the beginning, I understand that, like, people just are less encouraged to look into stuff that big streamers and stuff are promoting because they imagine those people have already completely vetted it. But I don't understand how this flew under the radar for so long. How nobody, like, especially when it is affecting content creators and they're losing money. Surely they have to realize that after they promote after they promote Honey, their affiliate stuff goes down, right? Somebody had to have noticed this before now.
Is one of the most aggressive, shameless marketing scams of the century. Just look at this insane list of videos that were sponsored by Honey. According to my data, they sponsored almost 5,000 videos across roughly 1,000 different YouTube channels, racking up an unbelievable 7.8 billion views. It's crazy. So now that we have a clearer picture of how Honey operates, let's reflect on some of their claims.
Honey will find every working code on the internet and apply the best one to your cart.
That's not true.
If Honey can't find a discount code for you, then you can rest assured there's not a single discount or
That's not true.
promo code on the internet.
It's a free browser.
This is why Keffels went broke. I used Honey at checkout when I was buying my bathtub HRT.
Extension that automatically finds you the best promo codes for anything you purchase online. You literally don't spend money.
Honey searches the known internet for every promo code ever used. This means you always get the best deals without even trying.
What Honey
Yeah, I can see why they're suing. This is insane.
does is take money and they put it in your pocket.
If there is...
All right, we get the point. We don't have to watch the rest of this. This is on the Mega Lag channel. I'm going to subscribe to this person because they're pretty good. I'm interested to see how we're going from here now. This is I'm Suing Honey by Legal Eagle. I'm taking action against the biggest scam in YouTube history. Learn more about the lawsuit here.
The biggest scam aware that Honey has a corrupt...
This is the first Legal Eagle video I've watched since the Illuminati. So it gets even worse. There's more. Oh, fuck. Hold on. Wait. Apparently there's something at the end. What is this?
Times when they weren't poaching affiliate commissions, very often, but enough to confuse me. And there were even times when they weren't poaching affiliate commissions by claiming the credit for sales. These inconsistencies bugged me. It didn't add up with everything else I had discovered. It was clear I was missing something. Well, once I finally figured out what that was, I uncovered an even darker side to PayPal scam. One that targeted...
I am not going to drop PayPal over this. It's way too convenient. Sorry, but okay.
An entirely new victim.
We started having problems where customers would get in touch via our support saying, oh hey, I just tried to use this discount, this 60% off coupon, and it doesn't work. I'd be like, dude, that is not your discount. Like, how did you get that? And they'd be like, oh, I just showed up through the Honey extension.
Yeah, it costs us thousands.
Oh, wait, that thing I was saying before? Wait, was it the thing I was saying before where they were like, where I said like there has to be some safeguards in place specifically because like they're using these discount, like if they have these secret discount codes that are being used by like employees and stuff, that would potentially like fuck over the company, but I couldn't understand why the company would care. But if they're going after people who don't partner with them and digging up like huge discount codes to fuck those people over, that's like a huge deal. Wow. Okay. Holy shit. That's fuck. So it's actually maliciously targeting too, apparently. That's the angle we're taking with this next one. That's fucking nuclear.
And I haven't even looked into.
You have to partner or we rape your codes. The only way that you can have your 5% is if you fucking partner up front. Otherwise, we'll find all those codes. We'll give you all those codes, and then, wow, okay.
How far back it went? At the end of the day,
why wouldn't they just set a percent limit and to flag and require additional approval? Well, I imagine that this was something that they do now. They probably didn't do it before. I mean, I don't know if they do it now. There's tons of times where you could find like like recently, I was buying Meta Ray-Bans from Target Optical. Some guy found some like 50% off coupon, and the entire subreddit was like, "Holy shit, dude! The glasses are so cheap now!" And like the whole subreddit bought all their Meta Ray-Ban glasses for like fucking half off. I actually bought a pair. I bought a pair of blue ones during that sale, and I guarantee that wasn't intentional for the coupon code, or if it wasn't supposed to apply to those glasses specifically. There are times where people set up coupons, they fuck it up, and they just have to. Well, they either cancel your order or they deal with it.
you need to make the numbers work, and if Honey is going to steal 10% of your revenue all the time, you're going to have to raise prices.
Legal Eagle tried to sue the White House and lost. Dude, he's Legal Eagle, dude. He's the best YouTube lawyer that we have after the other one had Coke bullets in his couch.
At the end of the day, and it's
all right,
just
I get what the point is. So I'm suing Honey.
Business model.
Creators are saying that Honey is a scam. They believe that Honey steals from creators. So on behalf of creators everywhere, I have filed a class action lawsuit to stop it. So, how did we get here? Well, as you probably know, the entire creator economy works on affiliate links. The question that everyone on the internet wants to know when you're making a purchase is, how did you get here? Honey allegedly interjects itself into that chain, erases all the past history and says, I'm the one responsible, often harming consumers in the process by replacing.
Someone in chat just said I had someone report an 80% discount from Honey, and our company doesn't do that. We have Honey-related policies now, thanks to them. I mean, that was something that was inevitably going to happen. Again, I don't think that's good that Honey did it, but I'm glad that people are starting to realize that they need to be. Actually, I'm not glad because it fucks me over. I always liked finding the secret coupon code that was never meant for my consumption.
Placing a coupon or discount code with a Honey-related code.
Go to every computer in your house, your mom's, your dad's, your sister, your brother's computer, and install Honey.
And while if this is true, the consumers would be harmed by this practice. Creators are getting absolutely screwed.
Let's say you're at a department store looking to buy a new TV. A salesman spends time running you through your options.
It's just like, do you know why people use Honey over all the other ones? Because I'm sure they're sitting there being like, a VPN is probably a safer bet than people who find money where there's no money. It's probably because they paid really well. And you gotta ask yourself, why does stake.com pay so much just to show gambling? Why does Honey pay so much to show that? Because they're making money. Yeah, they're making lots of money off these people.
You decide to buy, he gives you his referral card, you get to the checkout, and right as you're about to pay, a sleazy salesman pops up going, hey, shall I check if I have any coupon codes for you? Naturally, you say sure. He snatches your referral card without you ever noticing.
They're so charitable. Yeah, they're just like charity. I don't understand why people think the casinos aren't charities, you know? Because, I mean, they just give so much money away, right?
Coupons, says, sorry, no luck this time, but instead of handing back the original referral card, he hands back his own.
It's free money, they say. But we believe that nothing could be further from the truth. Unfortunately, there's no such thing as a free lunch. We believe that money came right out of the pockets of your favorite YouTubers, TikTokers, Instagrammers, podcasts, and bloggers. Now, you might have seen Megalag's expose. It's incredible. You should absolutely support him on Patreon, link in the description. But that's just the tip.
Oh, bro, this kill streak is nuts. It's called red light, green light. Basically, it puts a helicopter out, and if people are outside when it says red light, it murders the entire fucking game. Hold on, let me show you this. This is sick. Does the audio come through? Do it. Do the thing. Do the thing. Is it gonna do the thing? It's not gonna do the thing. I'm getting annihilated right now. It's not doing the thing. Okay, whatever. We're gonna just keep going.
The iceberg. I want to dig deeper because this is something that could affect every creator and influencer on every platform. And I mean everyone. Creators, viewers, advertisers, even the companies that provide goods and services. Now, as you probably know, making videos or posts can be an expensive endeavor. And when you think about it, it's kind of incredible that platforms like YouTube, Instagram, Snapchat, and TikTok
Does it kill your teammates too? No.
And they can afford to be so because they rely on advertising.
And probably selling all of your data.
Now that might come in the form of programmatic ads that are interjected while you're watching, or it might come from a sponsorship provided by the actual creator that you're watching or listening to. And if a creator runs a sponsorship or has an affiliate relationship, they'll probably tell you to do one of two things. Either click on the link in the description or the comments, or use their promo code. You, the audience member, probably get a nice discount, and the creator gets credit for sending that customer. This is attribution, as we call it in the biz. And if you end up buying...
Someone said that Legal Eagle is Reddit incarnate, and we just said in the biz, and I'm like, yeah. Yep, got it.
That thing, the creator might get a percentage, a commission, a flat fee, or if enough people sign up, they might get another...
I don't know what it is. Maybe I'm just a total jerk off with this, but like, whenever I hear a YouTuber say I'm suing somebody and then put out a 10-minute video, it just feels so fucking unserious to me. If you're really suing somebody, why are you announcing it in a fucking YouTube video? I mean, again, it's not really applicable to Legal Eagle because he's doing this as a class action, so he's doing it to sound off and get more people involved, but you see this all the time. It's like, I'm gonna be suing XYZ YouTuber. It's like, really? You are? Thanks. Thanks for outlining all the reasons as to why you're doing it and all of your arguments in the video. Reminds me of like Billy Mitchell. You ever watch Billy Mitchell's first video he was making on suing Carl Jobst? It's like iconic. I'm gonna watch that when the Billy Mitchell thing is over. We're gonna watch that on stream.
Sponsorship in the future. And in all of those cases, everything depends on knowing how many people signed up because of that creator. And when you click on that link or use the creator's promo code, the brand knows where you came from and who sent you. At least, that's the way that it's supposed to work. Honey allegedly built their business on breaking that chain. As Megalag and others have explained, and as we aver, Honey interjects itself at the last possible moment and erases evidence of the real person who was responsible and takes credit. It looks like Honey opens up a new tab or refreshes the checkout page and replaces the creator's information with Honey's information.
Yep.
And most importantly,
all right,
Honey's...
I want to hear more about the lawsuit because you're kind of just repeating yourself.
Ad,
repeating
you know, those skippable or unskippable ads that just get...
Yep, we are aware. Is there anything in this video?
Different creators receive a different amount of money per view, depending on their personality and the makeup of their audience. But once again, if you click on one of those ads, value to the consumer or sponsorships and future ads, we believe it's possible that Honey has interjected itself and parasitically taken away your attribution. Even if you've never even heard of Honey until now. Advertisers spent $30 billion on advertising on YouTube AdSense alone in 2023. Presumably, those companies made a lot more revenue than they spent on advertising. But how many billions of that went to Honey? I'm honestly surprised that extensions like Honey, Karma, Capital One Shopping, and Pi are even allowed on the Apple App Store or the Google Extension Marketplace. So I say, enough is enough. It's time to put my money where my mouth is. So I, along with some other great attorneys, filed suit on behalf of all creators and businesses who have been harmed by Honey PayPal. Because there are so many...
So there's nothing in here. What did Linus say? I'm sorry. It's just like, hey guys, I'm suing them. What's in the video? Hey guys, I'm suing them. I can't believe I'm still talking about Honey. So this is his second response.
Yeah. We've got a great WAN show lined up for you guys today. I went on vacation.
That's how you know it's going to be a great show.
Well, no, I went on vacation.
That might make it one of the better shows.
I'm going to talk things right off with, I can't believe I'm still talking about Honey.
I'm sure that the fucking internet loves to hear that. That is a great thing to say immediately in the middle of a controversy, regardless of if you're in the right or wrong.
Yes.
I honestly did a terrible job of this segment last week, which is, you know, par for the course for me, which is great. The reality...
I don't know why. Linus has been through so many controversies. What makes him think I should respond live to this allegation that people are all mad at me about? Why? Why? It doesn't make any sense. He's done this so many times. Just fucking make a video. Explain it.
The of it was I hadn't slept very much, and the reality of it is I didn't sleep much this week either. I went to Europe this week.
Yeah.
I left and came back from Europe this week. So that should give you some idea of where I'm at right now.
I'm literally fucking driving in Oregon I'm literally in Europe right now. I cannot engage. I am literally driving through Europe right now.
No, anyway.
Holy shit, dude. And I don't even blame people. The whole chat's like his ego. It's like he's joking around with his friend and we're hyper analyzing it. So I understand where that's coming from. But it's like, God, this is such a tone deaf way to respond to anything important ever.
We dropped Honey as a sponsor 3 years ago because we learned about their link hijacking. Link hijacking sucked for us, but as far as we knew then, had no impact on the user. We had no idea about the alleged other misdeeds until that story broke last month. In hindsight, it is possible that if we had made a video 3 years ago, it could have saved creators some money. Given that the vast majority of creators, however, stopped working.
I hate to tell you. I hate to be the fucking guy, always the contrarian. I feel like that's kind of a reasonable answer as to why he didn't make the video. Now, maybe his friends might be like bothered by that, and other creators might be like, hey, asshole, thanks for not telling us. But if all they knew is that they were getting fucked over by link hijacking, so we didn't want to work with them, that's like a fine answer. Now, it doesn't answer why he's working with a different company. That's a completely different thing. But pretending that he knows about the fact that like it's not giving you the best deal based off of what I've seen so far seems to be unfair.
Working with them around that same time, I don't know that for sure. What I do know is that if we'd made that video, it might not have gone very well for us.
I don't care about that, to be honest.
For instance, I'm going to interject here. This isn't in the notes.
What you're referring to as...
It might not have gone well for us. It might have been an optical L.
Honey is in fact...
Yeah, the internet's going to love hearing that, too.
B shit plus honey. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, it's like at that time, yeah, okay, we could have made a video.
He should have told people so they can stop using honey as well. I mean, I'm sure that would be in his best interest to do so. That's the problem I have with that argument. If we're simply talking about the part where it's fucking stealing affiliate claims from other people, right? To say Linus didn't want to cover it because he like had some affinity with honey and wanted to protect honey at all costs is stupid, because if he exposed it, it would have directly benefited him, just like it would have benefited all those other people. We're getting hit by honey. Honey is stealing people from using our product. We've promoted them in the past. If he's doing the selfish thing would be exposing honey, because it would make, like, if people stopped using honey 3 years earlier, he would have benefited dramatically from that money.
Inundated with...
These two should be quiet. I agree. I fully agree. Again, I'm pushing back on that one part. I'm not pushing back on the part of like he's using a similar service right now. He's promoting a similar service right now. I'm not pushing back on that. I'm pushing back on the concept that like Linus, and I think I got it right while I was explaining it. I think he was worried about damaging his relationship with other sponsors, but it's also correct to criticize that he's called out other sponsors before. Maybe he was worried that calling out a large sponsor would not have been positively taken from the community at the time. I don't know.
Links and shares and whatever about this from other creators at the time.
Well, I know.
It didn't get a crazy amount. I'm talking to them.
Oh, yeah.
It didn't get a crazy amount of views. It didn't blow up like this.
Yeah.
I think probably because it was
Well, it wasn't set to ominous music that time.
Well, and it was anti-creator, not anti-user at that time.
Sure.
So most of the creators that I knew about it and were also getting spammed about it.
That's interesting. So we're throwing mythical creators under the bus here, which I guess is fair. I feel like I'd say the same thing if I was caught in that position. Now the question is, how many YouTubers knew and didn't tell? Like, who was allowed to know about this and who was not?
Because it was tweeted to me back then.
The bigger issue is that if we had made a video, it may have actually been a really bad look for us. Think about it.
Leave the exposés to Gamer Nexus. I unironically would be really interested to see Gamer Nexus cover this instead. I love the energy in that guy's videos. Gamer Nexus's video on that other company, the PC company, was great. Not something I'd cover on the channel, but it was a great watch personally. I can't recommend that guy enough. You're kidding? I liked it. You're joking or whatever, but I really do like that guy's videos.
Made a video imploring our audience to uninstall an extension that purportedly, remember, we have to look at it in terms of the information we had at the time.
At the time.
If I told everybody, uninstall Honey, an extension that supposedly gets them a better deal because I wasn't making enough money from it?
I don't like this. So it's harming the ecosystem. It's affecting all these content creators. You don't think the content creators that are are actively promoting Honey would want to know that their money is being damaged? Like, I'm sorry, dude. If you have 50 big YouTube, if you can get Markiplier, PewDiePie, and all these other people who are working with Honey to stop working with Honey, that would, in and of itself, damage Honey. If you did that in a public setting, where people are saying, hey, you should stop promoting these. You should stop using this. Even if they're right or wrong, it would damage the company. I agree with you. The first thing I was thinking is, how does this affect the end user? Is this only affecting content creators like me? Because that would limit the reach that's being, limit what's actually happening here. But that wouldn't necessarily make it not a scam, because it's only affecting me.
Really?
Markiplier never used Honey. I apologize. He was skeptical of Honey like 5 years ago. I thought he'd previously used it before then, but I guess not.
What is Bunty King to you?
Ask yourself, truly.
Who is
think
Bunty
that
King?
would have gone good for me.
I'm going to interject again with another weird thing. Like when we first started, if you monetized anything to any degree, even if you turned on ads on YouTube at all, which you could turn them off back then, and it would actually work, you would be flamed.
Now, 4 years ago, that wasn't the case anymore.
Yes.
But I think the point Luke's trying to make is this.
It's changed.
Again, I think all Linus needs to say, all I think he needed to say was get on stream and go, hey guys, I heard a lot of stuff that's unfortunate with Honey. I agree with a lot of the points I saw in the video. A few years ago, we found out that they were kind of taking the ads or whatever. They were taking the affiliate links and stuff, even in cases where that wasn't supposed to be the, or where they were being misleading with how they were collecting affiliate links. So we decided not to work with them. We privately pushed around to other people that you guys ought to not work with them either. We didn't think it was necessary to make a video on our channel because we cover tech review stuff and not sponsorships. Didn't really think it's our place. None of the other people seemed to think it was their place either. We kind of dropped the ball. Finding out now that they're supposedly giving people bad discounts and stuff is appalling, and we're going to support whatever lawsuit or whatever comes from this in the future. I don't know, like something like that, probably like a very, very simple statement saying, hey, this really sucks. Sorry we didn't cover it sooner. It's not really in the nature of the content that we make on this channel. Probably would have sufficed.
Changed over time.
This perception, this acceptance of, creators needing to make money. I mean, the number of...
Nick, you should do PR part-time. Why do you think the Dream and Mr. Beast talk to me?
Comments we'd get in the early days, like, get a real job. That doesn't happen anymore at all.
Now people ask for ads on
Get
Twitch
that bag, girl.
I basically do for free.
Yes.
And it's a very, very different mentality. We have to put ourselves in the frame of mind of what things were like 4 years ago. And 4 years ago, if I'd said...
Dude, the easiest thing that you can do when you're talking about PR on YouTube is to talk to a drama YouTuber who actively covers situations. And like, well, what would you like to hear, Nick? What would turn your attention away from XYZ or something like that? That's how like anybody who's ever reached out to me saying like, hey, would you like give me an opinion on this or that? I always try to answer because I'm not trying to like ruin people's fucking careers. And I think it's very intelligent to ask the people who are ultimately going to review this stuff publicly what their thoughts are on XYZ.
Uninstall this extension that gets you a better deal so I don't get my affiliate revenue.
You would have gotten flayed.
I'd have gotten destroyed. Look how much flack I took.
All right, Linus is fucking caking this on. Oh, me. I would have gotten destroyed. My career would have been injured. Oh, gee whiz, guys. Oh, this would have really fucked me over. This has been really awful. I'm sorry things are bad for you right now, but you would never have believed how bad things would have been for me if I called it out in the beginning. And you're just seeing this random glup shitto YouTuber get like a fucking massive 1 million view video off of literally nothing. And I guarantee you, even if we cut away half of the views, people still would have been outraged over the creator shit. I mean, we did a poll here in the stream. At least 70 or 60 something % of the people here we're still outraged, only talking about it as like a fucking over the creators type thing. I don't know, Linus is just like me, which is not what you want to hear in a response to something when people are mad at you. That's just like the last thing people want to hear.
If I remind people that ad blocking is piracy, in that it circumvents...
Okay, but there's a difference between ad block being piracy and then a website doing something that is extremely shady that they're not disclosing to you outright. I mean, you have to realize the difference there, right? Yeah, people are downloading an ad block knowing that it is going to limit the amount of revenue that you get on my videos. That's intentional. The end user is looking at this going, this is going to fuck over some guy I like on YouTube, and it's fine because I don't care. With Honey, the entire interaction is, I would like to save money, and even in cases where I'm not saving money, they're taking money out of the pocket of the creator that I intended to use their code, their affiliate link. I'm clicking on an affiliate link because I want to support a creator, and they've decided that they would like to support themselves. Why do you not see the difference between those two things?
Compensating the creator. Watch how predictably the chat is going to blow up saying that that's totally different. It's not totally different.
It's a little different. It's related, though.
It's very closely related.
Nick, you don't get it. He's trying to cover his ass. He doesn't want to take accountability. Okay, but what I'm trying to tell you is, quote unquote, accountability can be an entirely reasonable answer that covers the entire critique minus using a similar service. And it can sound a whole lot better than this. I think at some point, yeah, he's trying to deflect accountability, but he's also coping, seething, and mauling in a live stream instead of just making a reasonable response.
Related, yeah.
And everyone's mad at me. It's that simple.
I don't ad block. Trust me, Nick has plenty of ads. Good money for Nick. I have no problem if you use ad block. I've said that I do not care. If you want to use ad block on my content, it does not affect me. In the past, that was true because most of my money is from donations. Now most of my money is from ads. And to be honest, I assume that like 80% of the people who watch me use ad block. I have made peace with that. I've used ad block on streams before. I'd be a hypocrite if I told you not to. Consider maybe not using ad block for smaller streamers. Maybe that's like the virtuous thing to say, but personally, I have no problem with ad block.
I'm spreading the word for the smaller creators. That argument doesn't save me there, and it's not going to save me if I tell people to uninstall this extension that gets them a better deal so that smaller creators can get their affiliate revenue.
It would absolutely save you. It would, if you guys kickstarted this years ago. Here's the other thing. I think it's reasonable to say that if you kickstarted this investigation 3 years ago as one of the larger YouTubers to come out and say something about this, they probably would have found all that other shit that guy found. It doesn't seem like he worked really hard to find it. And that's no knock to him, and it's not like you'd know that, but it's really hard to sit here and kind of rationalize your position here, considering that we now know that wouldn't have happened.
Are you kidding me? There is just no way.
Nick, say the Mundane Matt. Mundane Matt made a video. He's like, turn off that pesky ad block. Okay.
Hey, that I make that video and I don't end up hanging from the nearest tree.
Holy shit! I'm sorry, that was a crazy unpause, dude.
There's no way that I make that video.
Dude, this guy, okay, but that's the thing, right? It's reasonable to be worried about calling out a big sponsor. It's also reasonable to kind of not really agree with how hard he self-flagellated. I don't know, this is a little cringe. But then he says that they would have lynched me if I did it. And you're just, now at this point, you're being over dramatic for no reason.
And I don't end up hanging from the nearest tree. I mean, now that we found out that honey is harming the consumer, obviously f*** him. Like, obviously. But again...
Like, he's getting around to what I said before. He's just now getting around to it.
He didn't. And I don't know how many times I have to say this.
Is it that hard to just make, like, a clear, concise, fucking 3-sentence statement?
We didn't know about that. We didn't say anything because we didn't know about that. And we had no reason to. Like, and that's another thing. Like, we don't shout it from the rooftops every time we stop working with a sponsor.
No, just the ones that personally bothered you, Linus. You want to... Okay, I'm going to be a dick here. I'm going to be a dick. I like Linus. I really like Linus. I'm going to be a dick here, though. Linus sponsor. Watch this. We don't shout from the top of the roofs. What are my sponsors? Oh my god, look at this one. Look at this video.
I've actually done it. The unthinkable. Secret shopping? My own sponsors!
That wasn't the one I was looking for.
I've actually done it. The unthinkable. Secret shopping? My own sponsors! Oh, I'm sorry. You thought you were safe because you wrote those checks to me?
It's not really the same. No, this is the same. This is actually exactly the same. Why we're dropping the... that's not even what... Oofy? I've never even heard of that one. The honey situation. The one that I'm showing you is exactly the same. Somebody bought our sponsor. It's the ring. It's not Aura. I keep calling it Aura. Ura.
In other... It's not a lock.
Watch this. This is what happens when Linus is personally slighted by a sponsor.
Controversial news. The Aura Ring, excuse me, video got pulled from Short Circuit this week.
Yeah, I know nothing about this, but that was very surprising.
Yeah, so...
Again, it's being done in a live stream.
Our history with Aura, and I'll explain why I've changed my pronunciation here in a moment. Our history with them is a little complicated. First, we were going to do a sponsored...
Now, can somebody point me out, and I'm not shitting on the comments, all right? I know what you mean. But can somebody point me out where in this video the customer is harmed by this ring?
Video for their Gen 2 ring.
Where does this become a not Linus's problem?
Which they sent us, and I used for a while and liked. Then that never happened, or maybe we shot it and ultimately didn't publish it. That somehow the deal fell through. It's like, okay, it happens, right? I liked the product. I got an upgrade offer to the Gen 3 ring that would make it so that I would not have to pay the monthly fee. They basically said if you have a Gen 2 ring and you upgrade to the Gen 3, you will be grandfathered in for life.
All right, I don't care about this part. Let's go to...
Whereas uploading the video, in the video I talked a lot about how it is a product I actually use. I like it. Of course, any sponsored video, I still can't say anything I don't actually believe, like by law. Some people don't take that very seriously. I do. So everything I said was stuff that I believed. And one of the things I believed was that the pronunciation of their company, O-U-R-A, was Ura. It's not. It's Aura, like A-U-R-A. So.
To be completely honest, I thought their company was named A-U-R-A.
No. It's O-U-R-A.
Because I think...
By the way, shout out to Aura, the sponsor we'll be doing this month. That has nothing to do with any of this stuff. It's just a very similarly titled... Linus is shouting out my sponsor. Maybe I should put the sponsor on this video.
I've heard you say it more than I've read it. So I always just thought it was... Yeah, anyways.
Anywho, so I said it wrong repeatedly in the video because... And this kind of ties into what I said earlier in the show about I only read things. I don't watch or listen to them. So I have the only context I have is how it's spelled. And, I think that at this stage in our company, we should probably have processes for making sure
so
that
he eats some shit here. He eats some shit. Let's get to
name of Colton. Reacted to this by pulling the name pronounced. They're apparently very upset, particularly on a sponsored video, is correct, but it slipped through the cracks and we shot a whole video with the name wrong. They were apparently very upset. And we offered a fix, which was, I think we were going to use the YouTube editor to be like, LOL, Linus got the name pronounced wrong, and a pinned comment. They weren't happy with it. And trigger happy newbie here by the name of Colton reacted to this by pulling the video. Actually, it was a decision that was made in the business department before I really got an opportunity to weigh in on it. We were told that there was no way for us to make a change to the video to alter the.
Aren't sponsors supposed to approve integrations before they're published? So technically, Maury, yes. I've definitely dealt with ones who are just go with it or whatever. But sometimes, or if they do look it over, it would be on them, I guess, for not pointing it out or not watching it entirely. Yeah, I think I had one where they said, we'll look at the first one, and they didn't look at any others moving forward. So I was kind of free to do whatever I wanted. But that would be on the sponsor.
Pronunciation, because of...
I wonder if it works different for larger content creators, though, where they're kind of just okay. Do you think that Honey really approves Mr. Beast stuff?
What is Bunty King?
I guess they must.
YouTube's policy, but I was okay, yeah, but I might have been able to call people. Once the video is pulled, it's dead. You can't you could put it live again, but nobody's going to watch it. That initial burst from publishing, unless it's a miracle viral video, nothing good's going to come of it if you republish it. But so it was pulled, so it was kind of too late to do anything about it. And I might have not been able to do anything about it anyway. It might have been the same decision. So really, this is just about maintaining transparency for you guys, not blaming anyone. It was a team decision that was made. I was not informed, but I might have made the same decision anyway. So the bottom line is we pulled the video. We're not putting it back up. This isn't the first time we've had difficulty dealing with Aura.
Isn't this crazy? It's this is you mistakenly used the wrong name for the whole video, and he's describing it as mistake. with issues dealing with Aura, when it sounds like all the problems you're having here are like, you said the name wrong, they potentially could have approved it, but Linus never actually says that in the video, so that's worth pointing out. But then, like, your employee takes it down, and it's like, yeah, we have a lot of difficulties working here.
I like the product, but, you know, I don't think they're bad people or anything.
Dude, that's such a crazy jump from like, hey guys, I uploaded a video where I said the sponsor's name wrong for the duration of the video in like a product. Guys, they're not bad people or anything.
I just think it's fair to say that we are unlikely to attempt to work with them again at this point, and it's left a bit of a bad taste in my mouth. It was,
dude. And this is the guy who's like, yeah, I can't talk about honey because, well, it's not really affecting everybody. It's only really affecting us, so I can't really talk about it.
It isn't entirely their fault, for sure.
And he's so passive aggressive. Yeah.
Like, you know, I get it. But also, you know, I think their reaction was not really helpful. I don't think it was really constructive. I also don't think that it was an unmakeable mistake. O-U-R-A.
It's literally just, hey guys, we fucked this whole thing up. Anyway, here's why we're never working with these assholes again.
You know, I would have guessed Ura.
Yeah, maybe you should have paid for, you know, the domain and trademark Aura, A-U-R-A, if that's what you wanted. Like, you can't just spell stuff wrong and then be like, like, come on, guys.
There's also, like, tons of different things like that that get quote-unquote pronounced wrong. Someone in Floatplane chat mentioned NVIDIA tie.
Yeah. No one at NVIDIA even...
Yeah, wait, that's true. The word hour is pronounced R. Like, this is our thing. Yeah, I mean, that... Yeah.
knows whether it's TI or TI.
Or ASUS in general. There's lots of them. The better way to do it is to attack it with humor. ASUS did that. They made some...
Yeah, hey, assholes. I know you paid us like $20,000. Because, again, these sponsors aren't like little shitter Nick DeOrio second channel sponsors, all right? They're not paying like... I'm not going to say what I make, but these guys are paying like 20 grand for this fucking sponsorship, and you said the company's name wrong. How dare you, sir? How dare you get a 20 grand sponsorship?
Like, joke videos back in the day about how...
You're just supposed to play it off like a joke. It's like we spent thousands on this.
How to pronounce their name and stuff.
No, Nick is not me. I'm talking about like guys like guys who make these huge videos. Linus Tech Tips has got like fucking 700,000 views a video. They're paying these guys like 20 grand.
Lance GT in Twitch chat says the Ouya pronounced it Ouya.
Someone in chat just said, "What about the Ouya console?" And then literally Linus just answered his question. That was weird. That was a weird thing that just happened.
Lance GT in Twitch chat says the Ouya pronounced it Ouya. So it's not like I was coming at this completely out of nowhere. I didn't even think about that. Like, it's just...
One of the things is you never know where the root language is from.
Literally, Linus just answered you. That's great. But yeah, you see like how petty he could be over sponsors when they literally only affect him. And now listen to this fucking guy. Listen to him talk about honey now.
And neither does anybody. That is such a weird, bizarre expectation that some people seem to have.
We've stopped. Well, that's a very modern thing too on YouTube. The like company expose thing I think is fairly different.
Do you expect the NFL to like replace Monday Night Football with a 3-hour special about not using Surface tablets anymore when the sponsorship ends?
No, but you did a 10-minute stream apparently on the stream segment, you guys just spurg out and respond to every fucking criticism. So, yeah, I could kind of see it now. Maybe not a main channel video. Did the podcast exist back then?
And like of course not. That would be...
Linus, cancel the podcast, please. Just cancel the podcast. I really like your content, man. Someone said this Gamer Nexus apparently made a video on you, and all the clips are basically from your fucking podcast. Just fucking cancel the podcast. This is like, not everybody needs a fucking podcast, okay? Sometimes you should be in videos that are written for you and edited for you. You're very charismatic. Please stop talking.
Be spectacularly unprofessional.
We've stopped working with a bunch of different sponsors because of getting customer reports from our viewers about how they had bad experiences with them or whatever. Of course. We didn't shout from the rooftops. We just stopped working with them.
Yeah, and if they clean up their act, we might start working with them again.
Hopefully that's the case, to be honest.
And again, oh my God, this piece is so important for everyone who somehow missed it before. It turns out we didn't need to make that video because plenty of other creators stopped working with Honey around the same time we did. Just
No. Okay, this is a bad example. Just because people stopped working with Honey doesn't mean that there's a huge ecosystem of Honey users that were created by the people who work with Honey who didn't say anything. All those people were using Honey. They would have stopped using Honey if the creator who gave it to them told them to stop using it. Fucking... That's like a fucking huge thing here.
Because nobody else, or some people, didn't notice, there was a big news cycle around this. And it spread like wildfire in the creator community. As big as this one,
but
no, obviously
it was
not.
a big deal. I remember.
But creators knew. We found out. We found out multiple times by being bombarded. That's how we found out.
There was also a lot of creators individually sharing it between each other, but not like with links through texts or whatever, not as videos.
Another major thing that I missed last week is that, yeah, as we said in our response to Megaleg, obviously this situation raises the question of, should we look at our policy of leaving our sponsor spots in our videos in perpetuity? That has been what we've done traditionally because, as you know...
Yeah, I would absolutely not start going back and retroactively removing previous sponsor segments off of any of my videos. I literally would never do that.
I've always been a bit of a, well, once it's out there kind of person. I don't believe in deleting our history. I don't believe in
most of those links that are being used to sign up are long since deleted. Like when you do a Displate sponsorship, they like cancel your code after like a month. So I'm not like, it's not like I'm making money off of those remaining up.
Revising our history.
Yeah, Evergreen's also less of a thing now.
However, that's true.
What was the other one? They were promoting Ugreen. Was it Ugreen? No, maybe it wasn't Ugreen. They were promoting Anchor, and then there's something wrong with Anchor, so they switched to Ugreen. Does anyone remember what this was, or am I crazy? I remember a Linus video recently saying that there was something with data tracking, and it's the reason they stopped using literally the thing I buy tons of fucking Anchor products.
True, and also this situation where it turns out it was harmful is clearly something we haven't really had to tackle before.
Yeah,
like at worst, our sponsor spots have ended up like outdated.
By the way, the NFL one is crazy. Dude, why would the NFL football just start broadcasting something that's not football? I don't know. Didn't they do like the Black National Anthem? Can I make that joke? Is that allowed? I'm pretty sure the NFL just started doing the Black National Anthem at some point over there. Am I making this up? Did this not happen? I don't know, dude.
Right?
Is that like a thing that happened? I need to Google this now. I could have sworn they did this. They did the Black National Anthem.
But yeah, that's a decision that is not the kind of thing that we just do immediately.
You also have to work with YouTube on that.
No, that can be done.
Oh, you can trim it?
You can trim it, but it's very manual. It's very tedious. It screws up things like closed captions sometimes.
All anthems are valid, true.
So
I don't think it replaced any other national anthems, but I think they did like a separate Black National Anthem.
Cut and dried either.
Yeah.
So it'll screw up the timestamps on every single WAN show that Honey ever sponsored. Which this may surprise you, but a lot of people go back and watch old WAN show. I don't get it either, but they do.
I'll never understand.
Our discussion question. Are we joining the class action started by Legal Eagle? The TLDR here is that Legal Eagle has posted a video announcing a class action lawsuit against Honey on behalf of any creators that may have been impacted by Honey's actions. As far as I can tell, that would be basically any creator that ever used affiliate links.
And the answer is yes.
And I mean,
and the answer is yes.
Answer to this, but what are your thoughts on that? Should we join the class action?
Yes.
Well, there's actually a line here.
You should do that. It would help you optically.
Impacted creators can visit honeylawsuit.com to join, but maybe talk to a lawyer before you do. And
that's good. Yes, talk to a lawyer. Yes.
I would lean on that.
We're not going to be regardless.
Maybe we should.
Fuck.
Talk to a lawyer before we do. Okay.
No,
sure.
I've talked about this before, but I'm not particularly litigious. It's not really my way. I tend to see lawsuits, and in particular class action lawsuits, as a mechanism to enrich lawyers, and really not much of anyone else.
God, this guy's so stupid. This guy's so fucking dumb, bro. If you weren't going to do it, it would be optically smarter to just not reference the class action lawsuit at all. Am I crazy? If you don't want to be involved, why would you just... What? This just seems like a huge fucking retarded thing to do. Why would you mention it at all?
$5 from this.
You might get more. There are class actions where the payout is like...
I honestly think PayPal, owner of Honey, needs to be held responsible for a large payout needs to be made after discovery. True, but I still think Honey in and of itself needs to get fucked here because Honey was doing this before they were with PayPal, I imagine, right?
$1,000 and, you know, maybe even more. I don't know. What I can tell you now, though, is that I doubt that's going to happen. What I suspect is that this is... This could very well end up just being for show. Like,
Oh my god. I mean, yeah, sure, I guess. Yeah, but like, don't you kind of think that like capping off the segment, calling this a lol suit is like a really shitty idea? Like when people, like you're mad that people are up your ass, so you turn around and called it a lol suit? Just don't say anything. Or
I kind of doubt that this is going to go anywhere, but if it does go somewhere, hey, you know what? PayPal sideways. This whole thing totally sucked, and especially now that we know...
Well, he isn't wrong. Well, we don't know if he's wrong yet. We have absolutely no idea if he's wrong, and he'll eat shit if he is wrong. And if he's right, there's absolutely nothing to be gained from it. Nobody's going to look to him and go, Linus knew it was a lol suit. Linus wants people to stop bothering him right now. So if he thinks it's a fucking joke and he thinks it's stupid, it would be optimal from an optics perspective to just not fucking mention it in his response. I want people to leave me alone, so I'm going to antagonize them more. Because the horde of people who are going after him, who are seeing the show, as he likes to put it, are balls to the wall saying this lawsuit's going to be massive. And you know what else is massive?
And you know what else is massive?
I'm sorry. I needed to get to that transition, and I had to get there somehow. All right. I knew where it was gonna go. All right.
So much more of what they're doing with Honey. It's obviously lame. But it's not my style, guys. I have never had to sue anybody. And I would like
Hopefully it stays that way.
I would like to keep it that way as long as possible.
Dude, I can't wait for the class action lawsuit where you get like 80 cents a person once we're all said and done with the people.
I've been put in uncomfortable positions before in the past where it seemed like it was kind of an inevitability. But every time we have been able to find a resolution, which is always the way that I would prefer to go. And so, yeah, this is just not really my
Oh, he hasn't had his first lawsuit cherry broken, so he might just be panicking. That's a thing too. Everyone has. I have my first lawsuit cherry hasn't been broken yet. Usually, people who've been through lawsuits are much less like schizo about, holy shit, I'm gonna get sued. My life is over. I have no money. What am I gonna do? Which is typically the response that I would have. But I notice after that first lawsuit, they're usually like, yeah, fuck it, sue me again, asshole. Come get me.
Well,
drop PayPal on the LTT store.
It's kind of a similar thing with getting doxxed. It's like, how many times can you really get doxxed?
I don't think that's viable. I think that would be too much self-damage.
Thank you for the suggestion.
Suing is important to make sure companies don't do this in the future. Yeah. I mean, yeah, you're right.
I will file it away with all of the other suggestions.
I would love if PayPal stopped really being a thing.
Broke ass Flam never sued. No, his grandma didn't give him enough money when she passed away.
No, I would love if that.
Me too.
As someone who has to.
Let's take crypto.
Oh no! As someone who has to deal with taking PayPal payments, it's not awesome. There are better credit card processors these days. They used to be a big problem. Another reason why people argue for PayPal is often because it's a easy way to have your card saved. But there are other ways to do that. You can save your card in password managers. You can do other things like that where it can still autofill and be easier for you.
Judge says...
So does Linus ever actually... Because I don't want to get out of here until I hear this. Does Linus ever actually engage with the fact that he's using a similar company? Or is this...
Did you...
Where's the other WAN show? Is this under live? WAN show. I still have to address this 99 problems. I imagine this is the one.
I would like the first words I say to not be cut off this time.
Oh.
I've been told that the last couple of streams we've done, the first word's been cut.
No. Look at me. I am the sponsor now. No. Does anybody know what video he addressed? It's the episode before. So it's literally... I have to address this on my own. Honey scam, LTT called out. Comparing to Eufy. So this is all going to be within 3 minutes. Good, let's go.
Okay.
You guys remember when we found the P-score thing? Like me, Nerd City, and Josh Pescator? And then Linus covered it on this show? And he was like, it's a nothing burger. Dude, I'm the guy who holds grudges all the time. I'm not even holding a grudge, dude. I just remembered that right now.
Anyway, affiliate code ripping, bad. Affects creators, doesn't affect the end user.
Yo, did you see the Nick A30 stuff? I would scroll back. The first 2.5 hours was that. We did a shitload on it.
We were not the only ones who knew about the scam, though. Here's a video from 2020. I actually didn't watch this one. But I don't know. The whole thing for me with this is that Megaleg did reach out to us for comment, and my general position on it was, yeah, we dropped these guys 3 years ago. This all came out, like the affiliate ripping stuff, everything we knew about came out years ago. I'm very interested to see the video on all.
I guarantee they're like, who the fuck is Megaleg? I'm not fucking talking to this guy. Because that's how almost every YouTuber is like, who the fuck is this guy on my email? I've never heard of him before. He's coming to ruin my life. What the fuck?
The other stuff, I don't really know what exactly it has to do with us. I am a little confused still as to what exactly it has to do with us. Anyway, back when we dropped Honey.
There's a 10-minute clip on their clip chat. That's perfectly fine. This is they literally have a 3-minute segment here that's titled exactly what I'm looking for. So if it's not here, I'm just going to bang my head against the wall until I get a concussion.
We had a call with their executive team. It was clear that they had no intention to revise their business model away from the affiliate code ripping. So we decided to end our sponsorship agreement with them.
Why did you call him Magalag? Because I was making a joke about, like, Linus probably not knowing who this is, and most YouTubers don't take anything seriously unless they know the person who's exposing them. It's just like a common thing.
If we'd known about any of the more end-user-centric issues discussed in Megaleg's video, such as purposely not giving users the best deal possible because of behind-the-scenes partnerships with companies, we very probably would have raised more alarm bells, but we had no reason at that time to believe that Honey was anything other than what it claimed to be, which was a coupon-finding service that took an affiliate cut. Many in the industry stopped working with Honey without an LTT video being made, so
right,
I think that we knew and didn't tell anybody.
By other people.
So on our forum,
people have tried to draw parallels between this and Eufy, but Eufy's a tech company that had huge end user problems.
Yes.
Like that's something that we do, that is something that we have done always.
And Eufy had major implications, like immediately right now for user privacy.
Yeah.
Whereas Honey, it's in some ways it's like,
I guess I don't really know what Eufy does. They said it does similar stuff with like codes, but and then now they're saying that this had like huge end user data issues. So now apparently they're bad for other reasons, I guess.
To me is that after LMG ended their partnership with Honey, they then went ahead and partnered with
I'm wrong. It's Karma. Okay, so that sucks.
The company called Karma.
So I don't know why we're talking about Eufy at all. Eufy's not related to this. You're right. I'm wrong. Fuck you. So did they ever talk about Karma? Why LTT work with Karma? I'm on the wrong timestamp. Fuck.
As for Karma...
Fuck you, chat. You're right.
Why we took a sponsorship from Karma, they assured us that they didn't do any link yoinking, which when we tested it seemed to be true. We only worked with them once. We did 4 sponsor spots on 3 videos, and then
I guess
didn't work with them anymore. As for...
Okay. So scratch out everything I just said in that previous part. Up until that point, we're probably fine. But scratch out all the stuff I said comparing that to fucking Anchor. So Anchor is the company with Eufy. Eufy was the one that had the fucking... what is it? Unencrypted things or whatever. That was why they left that one. And then they just did one random thing with Karma for 4. And it has absolutely nothing to do with either of the other 2. Got it.
For the landing page that
I have become the Rakes.
uses our likeness to promote Honey, we no longer have any direct contacts that are working there, but we're working to have the page removed. Hopefully we can. Speaking of Eufy, Anchor still uses our likeness. And with these really large and in some cases overseas companies, it can be very difficult to get stuff like that fixed. Ike's Orange says, Linus, people think that because the video sort of implies that only you knew.
Karma is an associate. Yeah, you're like 2 minutes behind. We got there. Don't worry. We're there. We're good. We're good.
Cool.
So Karma is just another one of those fucking... Again, I don't really... Why would you work with Karma if you didn't want to work with Honey? And is there any indication that he left Karma specifically because they found out that they're yoinking links? Or did they just not care, I guess, is my question. Because it could entirely be that like Karma didn't want to offer them the same money, or they didn't see a return, or Linus decided he himself didn't want to work with Karma anymore. It's just kind of weird to go from working with Honey and identifying this specific issue to working with another one of these things, expecting them not to be the same, and saying that, like, well, we tested it and we didn't see it, and then we stopped working with them abruptly directly after. It sounds to me more like it was approved, and then you went, wait, why the fuck are we working with another one of these? But I don't know, that's just my level of charitability, I guess. They just didn't work with them again. Yeah, I understand that, but I want to know why they didn't work with them again.
Yeah.
Should we move on? Like, I don't
don't have a ton else to say on this. I think, like, honestly, when I watched the video, and
I think that's probably it. Oh, the Reddit thread. I want to see what people think about it. All right, before we get out of here, I just want to take a look and see. Honey is scamming. This is the original thread I saw 14 days ago. 7,000 upvotes on PC Master Race. We're actually not in r/YouTube drama. After Honey literally saved me no money across 8 transactions, claiming it found vouchers I could use, I just said this is shit and I uninstalled it. Not at all surprised. I tried it once and it's the exact same thing as the built-in thing on Edge. No such thing as a free product. That's interesting. Does Edge has its own Honey built in? Does it do does Microsoft steal affiliate links? Or is Edge's version like the only ethical one? Haven't seen a Honey ad in years, but I'm guessing somebody figured out that it's just another mix of user data. Yeah, okay. Never trusted stuff like this or grocery shopping rewards programs. Just watch this. Mega Lag nailed this one. I installed this crap after it never saved me a penny. Sponsor block is your friend. There are so many scams being sold on YouTube these days. Yeah, it's your friend until YouTube blackballs the entire fucking thing. Like they're doing with YouTube Advanced. They didn't need to give Mr. Beast white eyes to make him look creepy. It is funny that they put Mr. Beast front and center because of the controversy. Nothing's free except WinRAR. Low-key Honey was awesome like 8-ish years ago. I got great deals and no longer had to manually search for coupons. Then 4 to 5 years ago, the coupon site stopped giving good promos and that Honey stopped kind of doing anything useful. Classic product was good. Now it's not so much. Any product that's sponsored by any YouTube video I watch goes straight in the do not buy list. Ooh, you're so edgy. Figured out it was a scam, tried the app once, and it said I saved a couple of bucks, but the total of my purchase didn't change. Kind of expected this to be overblown hype. I was shocked to see it's a fucking scam. Of all these people, the only one to watch is LTT, and I can't recall the last time I saw a Honey ad. He goes a bit deeper into it. He explains they were originally the only partner he ever found. Honey was stealing affiliate links, but they never said anything about LTT. LTT dropped 20 as a sponsor after confronting Honey about what they were doing, and never mentioned it to anyone. Well, that's not true. They mentioned it to YouTubers, but he wouldn't know that. If that's even true, if Linus is telling the truth. I've never seen a Honey coupon work, but their price tracking is nice. This kind of stuff makes me sad. Damn, uninstalled. You're telling me someone is claiming to give me free stuff online is a scam? Yeah, dude, Honey is literally like the, Honey is like your, what is it? Your Indian prince. Dude, if you just give me this much money, I can save you so much when I get to America. And of course, LTT didn't share what they found. LTT is a shitty company. They likely didn't say anything to avoid a potential lawsuit. LTT is undoubtedly smaller than PayPal, but has enough money and fans to fund a legal defense. Yeah, this is where you start getting retarded. If they thought there was a chance like, oh, fuck, they're going to sue us if we say something like this, it's a stupid response. But to be like, actually, they could just fight them legally. Yeah, suck a dick. There is no situation where I would open myself up to litigation just for the virtuous position. I'm sorry, no way. Fuck off. I would rather say absolutely nothing than put myself in a position to get mauled by fucking lawyers. Yeah, good one, dude. This isn't some $200 a year influencer. He runs a multi-million-dollar corporation. Yeah, okay. Sick, dude. Fuck off. You know what? You lose no matter when facing a lawsuit, right? Time, you can't get that back. Yeah, fuck you. I thought everyone knew this. How else do you guys think about add-ons like Honey, make their money and give you cash back? Something like this ran in the background constantly, not when I use it, but only when it needs to run is a real crime. I was too lazy for that and basically just order on Amazon when I know the discount codes already. Yeah. I knew there'd be someone like this in the fucking replies. I was like, well, actually, they have tons of money, so why don't they just get sued? Fuck off. All right, guys, that's the Honey stuff. Yeah, it seems pretty shitty. I saw some people say it wasn't that bad. I kind of looked at it and went, yeah, no, it really is kind of that bad. And I think that it probably would be less bad if it just hurt creators. But no, it does seem to fuck over the end user. The part 2 sounds unreal, so I'll be patiently awaiting to hear from that. Linus is a dipshit and should probably do better PR and not stream everything when he gets a bunch of online hate. I don't know why he keeps doing this. I feel like this is something he has to have learned by now.